How many years now? And we still haven't gotten an answer. So what then needs to be done? What's the way forward now for ASUU? That's the big question that needs to be asked. There are some that are saying students have not even seen their result. They are so what happened to the students. The students know that if the lecturer is not in his right mind, he would not deliver. He would not come and teach. What would he mark script with? When he's also have his own kids. And some of these lecturers have their kids in these schools as well. On Facebook, we are live at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. I know that I think it was NANS, one of the student unions, have also issued an ultimatum to the government to deal with this problem, because if they don't, the students might also have to consider a protest. Dr. Umma from Owerri says, as strike is the only language government understands, let the beat go on. Why can't government keep faith with the agreement it reached with ASUU? Why can't this ASUU issue be tackled once and for all? Why toying with the education and glorious destinies of our children? Government has all the money to increase salaries of politicians, but don't care about lecturers. So worries. So whatever request they have made to on WhatsApp, it is 0809 030 80964 package or just basic salary, for which no, the money I called is an accumulation of everything. Oh, I think I was trying to educate someone on this yesterday. Let me tell you. You see that your minimum wage of 70 something thousand now, 70,000. So let's say River State is 85,000. In that 85,000 includes your basic salary and all the other allowances. Everything put together is what is 85,000 though. Do you grab now? So if lecturer is earning 500 and something thousand, professor, that 525,000 should be their cases, because I know they are supposed to be entitled to money for research and some other every your transport allowance, your allowance, everything is in, even hazard allowance for people who live in difficult terrains. Everything is embedded in that your minimum wage of 70,000. Yeah. Samson from Ogale, good morning.
Yes, Ifiemi Andrew.
Good morning, Samson.
Yes, I'm Chief Elder Comrade Samson Imone.
Go on.
The Bible said if the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? The ASUU are also shared in this very blame alongside with the government. They are the cause of their problem also. You remember that the ASUU are a body of educated men in the society. And they are the returning officer in every election that is being announced.
No, Samson, that's not correct.
Every election that is being announced.
No, Samson, that's not correct. Samson, let me correct that, Samson, quickly. That's not correct.
Okay.
ASUU is not. Okay. ASUU is not. Now, not every lecturer is a member of ASUU. So let's not say one that are announcing rigged results. No.
Let me leave ASUU because ASUU is a union. Let me leave ASUU. Okay. But what I'm trying to say is that the union is a tool that strike is a tool that every union uses to force the hands of their employer to listen to them. But in time past, all the strike that has been done was done in futility. Out to their drawing board. And that technique, since government has refused to discuss with them or hear from,
so it's asking you which other technique just for ASUU?
What we do is that we have not been able to put people that are reasonable or people who are actually going into real leadership, into power, that we listen to you, that we open doors for you. I think that those are quality of leadership. We've not had that kind of people in the seat of power of government. So we should go back to electionary period and see how we can bring good people into leadership so that we can discuss and chart a way forward. Then the society will be a better place, because
all right,
this is where we train our people to make the society better.
Okay, let's go to Ada George. Chima, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew. Andrew, I think strike is the only language that government listens. And it's unfortunate that all this while ASUU have been unable to get it right. what am I trying to say? To try to ensure that there is a tangible commitment from the government whenever they embark on strike, never to listen to any dissenting voices urging them to call off their strike. You understand? Look at since 2009, this ASUU and federal government agreement have lingered. Andrew, how many years from 2009 to 2025, where we are currently? How many years? So this strike has lingered over the years. So I think what ASUU need to do is to ensure that they have a tangible commitment whenever they embark on strike. Let them not listen to any dissenting voice, parent or student or whoever, because this thing is happening right now. You can't hear from students. You can't hear from them. All they embarked upon is going around seeing how to give politicians, giving them a word play. They won't come in now and speak. Until when ASUU have embarked on strike, then you will hear them talking against ASUU. So I think there is no other way that government can listen, because if you check from 2019 now, and government is unable to be able to settle this problem between them and ASUU, then I think it's only strike that can be able to move the hand of government. So let ASUU ensure that they have proper commitment from government before they could call off any strike. It should embark on any strike.
Temple from Eche, good morning. Okay, we lost the call from Temple. Magnus is in Mount 3 calling. Good morning, Magnus.
Good morning to you, Mr. Andrew Ifiemi. Very quickly, I think we have sabotage in the system. And that is why, since 2009 to date, ASUU cannot get any concrete agreement with government. We must change, or we must check leadership in this country. When you have a leader that is not taking the plight of the people he or she is leading as priority, you begin to see these things in the country. ASUU leadership is not sincere. When they say one thing in the morning, in the afternoon they will say another thing. In the night they will say another thing. They are not being sincere to the process. So they can't get any way forward. So I think the way forward is to change leadership of things in this country, both from the government and from the leadership of the ASUU. When we begin to check all these things to make who is who in the system, then we can have a way forward. For the strike, I don't think the strike can solve anything, because we have been having series of strikes right from the days of Comrade Adamo Somoda up to date. No concrete thing has been resolved. So I think we need to come back to the dialogue table and see a way to sort out all these things. Thank you so much, Andrew.
All right, Magnus, thank you. 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0002. Good luck in Abuloma. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. My own contribution over this matter is that the problem we have in this country, even as I'm making our own contributions on radio, the government has been paying deaf ear to it. Paying deaf ear to those that even protesting and all that. So for me, as per ASUU, some of them they are having sabotage to themselves. They will not go back with the government and have some secret meetings, collect the envelope, and coming out on public to give some fake or whatever. So my take is that they should be sincere in whatever they are doing. If they want to embark on strike, they should be sincere. And coming to election period, some of them are party this, party that, you know. So I want to advise them, during the election, let all of us put heads together and select leaders that can listen to all of us. That's my take.
All right. Thank you. Let's go to Transamadi. Emmanuel, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. My name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Transamadi.
Go on, Emmanuel.
Yeah, for me, about the ASUU matter, it's just that we are just playing game in this country. Even the Nigerian students, they cannot come out right now and talk. The ASUU are fighting for their own rights. And the Nigerian students are there, they cannot come out and block the entrance, block everywhere. Then the ASUU, they shut down all the universities in Nigeria. We have the money to pay ASUU, even though it's 1 million naira every month. The money is there to pay them. The students should come out and block everywhere. This is the one for all. How they doing this everything? We've been hearing ASUU. Let the Nigerians let them come out and block all the entrance of this country. Once and for all. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. 0817-923-0007, 923-0002. My brother, were ASUU members not among the ones rigging elections or politicians? This country will happen to everyone. Saken sent that message in. This one says, Morning, Andrew. While I agree with ASUU that academic professors deserve better salaries, I disagree with comparing the salaries of those of elected political service public holders. Comparison is unfair due to the vast different nature of their roles in job security. Professor or any academic lecturer have 35 years and more of service, with subsequent pension and gratuity benefits after service, whereas politicians have a 4-year tenure in office with no benefits after the 4 years. That's not true. That's not true. Politicians have benefits, several of them, at least. Lawmakers, governors, presidents. Maybe where we might have the issues might be councillors. I don't know if there is anything constitutionally provided for local government chairmen and councillors after they leave office. But this argument, a lot of people make it. In fact, some people make other arguments to say, but for political office holders, there is less manpower compared to civil servants, where we have a lot of people. Government cannot carry the wage bill of saying it wants to pay every civil servant 1 million, for instance, when we have over what? Let's give an instance of 1 million civil servants that we have to pay their wage bill every month, compared to political office holders where you might have about just 5,000 or 10,000 of them, and you're paying. So people make that argument, but well, maybe another day we will look at it and really critically break it down. But you are aware that our political office holders are one of the highest earning, especially with their allowances and the others. When you add their allowances, when they talk to us, they do not include the allowances. They only come and say our basic salary. They don't add the allowances. And that's where there is the bone of contention, the allowances. Recently, I think it was in a state in the East, I can't remember which of them, where they suspended the lawmaker because he came out public with how much he's getting monthly, which is about what? I think 10 million or thereabout monthly. That's what he's getting a month. Because of what? This is aside the crooked things that they also do in the house, the bribery and corruption that happens. So we've not added those ones because you have to have proof for you to show those ones. We've also seen a lady who works at the National Assembly who was talking about how they are asking them to change figures with and the rest of these things that they do to get money for oversight functions and so on and so forth. There's also all of these things going on, in addition to what they are making as constitutional monies that should be given to them as their rights. So the argument is really neither here nor there sometimes. It's not particularly relevant to compare salaries of professors and councillors, as their compensation structures and job securities differ significantly. Kevin Yobo Frank in Port Harcourt, they let the councillor go and be a professor so that he would have job security. Doesn't he want job security? If government wants to revamp education, there are monies to do it, especially by getting priorities right. A project like the Coastal Road project should have been, the monies there should have been injected into the development of education. Good point. I also blame ASUU, who majority of our members have been severely compromised in the hands of corrupt politicians by aiding and abetting election rigging, including compromising government institutions, etc., etc. Obi, this message is coming in from you. This person says, federal government ASUU, the truth is that both of them know what they are doing. If not, how can a problem linger for all this while without a lasting solution? Well, strike is the only language the federal government hears, and it should be embarked upon by ASUU. Ifiemi Ukabunwa sent that message in. Good morning to Ifiemi. This one here says, also Francis on Facebook, watching from Enugu. He says, good morning. Government should do everything possible to resolve the issues surrounding the looming strike. The welfare of Nigerian workers should not be taken for granted. Adam Elechi Simon says, strike can't be the best option, but dialogue. Federal government should understand that ASUU is putting in its best. That's how much we can take. We have to wrap it up. Unfortunately, we can't take any more calls or messages. Jude is coming in with Hello Port Harcourt after the commercial and the news at 9. Good morning.
Stay with us. Nigeria Info. We'll be back.